Just program your gauntlet to do it for you. That's a great scene, even with no text, no dialogue.
Captain Marco, sir, where have you been? We can't do this without the main man. Sorry. Battle had important duties to do. Here you go, people. Drink up. Make yourselves at home and take a look at our specials. What? Mimel? I guess not. What's wrong, Captain? Something bothering you? It's nothing, really. You just reminded me of someone I knew. Someone you knew? A girl, huh? Was it... your girlfriend? We weren't that close. But I had hopes. I thought maybe in some peaceful village once the war was over, Bottle and I could settle down with her. Hopes, huh? So many have died in this war. Far too many. Mimel, please watch over us. Don't let us repeat this tragedy ever again. Rainy, what are you doing? Aren't you drinking with us? Nah, I'll stay here. But you seem to be here all the time nowadays. Bottle's worried. Well, you know. I've been waiting here for you. If I was in the shop too, you'd never find us.
I see. Sorry for the trouble.
If I don't stay here and keep an eye out, you might get lost. Rainy. We promised each other. When it was all over, we'd live a peaceful life together. We promised. I believe in Stock. So however long it takes, that's how long I'll wait for him here.
Getting a little misty-eyed at that. Prime Minister, are you still here? There isn't much time until the meeting. You must get going. Yes. One yes is enough, and I wish you'd take better care of your grooming. A little strict, aren't you? I'm not as fawning as my sister, you'll find. Ah, well. By the way, see that the army gets these documents. What are they? Approval for General Rosh's vacation? It seems like a rather long holiday. Set proper for a man of his rank. He's been working himself to the bone. He deserves a little R&R time, I'd say. It can hardly be questioned, what with it coming directly from the Prime Minister himself. I think I'm starting to see what my sister meant about you. I'd be very interested to know what she said. Why don't you take some time to tell me about it later? But we should be going. Mustn't be late for the meeting. Yes, sir. Did we ever get to see the, his, former secretary? I don't remember. If so, it was probably near the beginning of the game. Kiel, guys. Sorry it took me so long to do this. I put you men through a lot, but you can rest now.
I'm sorry it ended up taking so much time, dear.
Don't worry about it. Just look after yourself, okay? You're going to be a mother soon, after all. Oh, of course, the game is ending, everyone's getting married, and all the women are getting pregnant. Well, I mean, it is a baby boom, I suppose. Tends to happen after wars.
Very true. You didn't dig one for Stock?
No. Hey, Stock. The Queen told us everything. I still don't get all the stuff about the ritual in the Empire, but I do know you were carrying a huge burden.
I promise you, Stock. We won't put such a heavy burden on one person ever again. We've been doing research into ways to stabilize mana. Ott and Queen Erika are helping out.
Once we figure it out, we won't need the ritual anymore. We'll be able to take care of this world on our own, without having to make such sacrifices. So whenever you want to, you can come back to us, Stock.
Dear.
There's no hurry. My son won't be ready to start training for a long time anyway.
And what are you going to do if the baby's a girl?
I'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I bet she'd be beautiful, just like you. So I gotta make sure she doesn't fall for some creep.
An overprotective father already.
Hmm? What? You... Kiel! Damn it, I made a grave for you, now I gotta put you in it!
Wow, everyone really is acting like we're dead and gone. How cruel of you, Captain Rosh.
You idiot! You're the cruel one here! Where you been all this time? I thought you were dead!
After we got separated from you, we met a man who was used to living off the land. He patched up our wounds and said something odd. If you don't hurry back, the captain will jump to conclusions and think you died. Huh? It's just here.
Who was he?
That's odd. I know he told me his name, but I can't remember now. He wore red clothes.
Captain! You guys!
See, we're all safe and sound. Dear.
He's the only one who could have pulled this off. I'm right, aren't I? You did this, didn't you? Well, I won't complain. Rest well. So you can come back to us out of the blue someday. Right, Lieutenant?
That makes me very happy, because I was actually thinking about mentioning it, but I didn't want to say anything before the ending in case I did it during the ending. But I was when Kiel died, I was fully expecting there to be some sort of side quest near the end of the game where you went back in time to save him. And I honestly was not expecting that to be part of the ending, which is why, I didn't say anything because I thought there was a chance, but I'm actually kind of surprised and a little bit disappointed. I think that should have been a side quest that you did, rather than, just having been done during the narrative. But I'm happy that Kiel's alive. On the day the world was saved.
We'll meet again. Someday, somewhere.
I'll be waiting too, Stock. No matter how long, I'll wait forever and ever.
Historia. This is the last time I'll see it.
You fool. Why did you think I gave you the power to fight your fate with the White Chronicle? You greatly disappoint me.
Heiss. Some irony, huh? It was you who led me down this path.
No child knows how dear he is to his parents. Well said, Stock. But no, it's not my place to say that. I took your parents.
Pardon me. And passed from you.
Even so. This brings back old memories. You haven't changed a bit. You're still my stubborn little Ernst.
I don't mean to be. All I'm doing is being myself. Doing whatever I can do best. Nothing has changed since my Speckant days.
Indeed you are, my dear Ernst. I suppose I somehow always knew this would happen someday. My Ernst would voluntarily become the sacrifice.
Whatever you may think of me, I want to thank you, Heiss. It was because you took me away to Alistel that I met Rosh in the army. You're the reason I met Rainey and Marco in Speckant, too. And it was on missions you gave me that I came to know aught in the others. Well, not Gafka. I met Gafka afterwards. All because you gave me my life as stock. This world that I've come to believe is worth saving, worth giving my life for. It's the world you gave me, Heiss. Thank you. Ernst.
Stock, from the bottom of our hearts, we thank you for what you are about to do. Your soul will be the sacrifice that saves this world. On behalf of everyone living, we convey our deepest thanks.
Is it time already? There's nothing more to do? I've bounced through history so much that I'm not sure anymore how long I've been fighting.
A human life is brief. Its span is hardly noticeable when placed next to all of history. The moment we share now is no longer than the blink of an eye, a blink of history's eye. Yet that long history is born of moments like these. This is the crucible of the future.
I see what you mean. Thinking about it like that, my life wasn't so bad after all.
My dear brother, the caster's voice has reached us. The ritual will now begin.
I guess this is where we say goodbye.
No, not yet. I can't let the ritual begin, not just yet.
Heiss? You can't possibly fight in that condition. Give it up.
No, I won't give it up. Not this, not ever.
That light.
Here, dogs of the Chronicle. Let the world feast on my soul. Stop this, Heiss. Your soul has not been prepared as a sacrifice. A sacrifice that isn't spiritually awakened won't be able to save the world. Ah, to hell with your spiritual awakenings. I know what I want. I just want to see it. The world you'd give yourself to create, my dear boy Ernst. Heiss. He is the only hope we left in the world. If I can't protect that hope, then what other use is my life?
Heiss!
I see. So this is the future you wish for. It's not bad.
Heiss.
A sacrifice's spiritual awakening stems from its determination to risk its life for someone. Heiss found that awakening in seeing Stock's life. He became the foundation for the future. The world will continue to turn for now. The world you hope to realize, just as Heiss wanted. You reversed Heiss's iron will and saved the world. Yet the fact remains that your soul is a borrowed one, Stock. If you wish, you could stay here with us.
Thanks, but no.
You're going?
Yes. There are a lot of people waiting for me to come back. Rosh and Sonya still need my help. They're both so stubborn that who knows what would happen if I weren't there to mediate. Beyond that, they'd hold a hell of a grudge if I weren't present for the wedding. Then there's Marco, who's clumsier than he lets on, and yet has never let bottle break, or even get cracked. He's a friend, and I should be there for him too. I promised to spar with him. After he finally remembered my name, I figure I owe it to him to return the favor. Alistal has been devastated. I suppose we don't have to worry about General Raoul. He and General Viola will get the people back on their feet eventually. But having something to look after them and give them a helping hand would make it go smoother. There's a lot to discuss with the people of Celestia and Forgia. Humans and beastkind absolutely can coexist peacefully. The old Ernst knew that. And I still need Ott's help. Or should I say, she'll need mine. I've put Erica through so much. Going forward, I want to make sure I'm around to support her. And of course,
Rainy's waiting for me. That's why I must return. The human world is full of pain and suffering. But it is also a wondrous place. You know that very well, don't you, Stock?
You give me too much credit. I need them as much as they need me. You have my thanks, too.
No, Stock. In light of what you have done for us, it's we who should be thanking you. I believe the time has come for us to say farewell. You who volunteered himself as a sacrifice and guided the soul of the true sacrifice. We are forever in your debt. We shall engrave your name in Historia in commemoration. Please, let us know the name of the soul to be remembered.
My name is... Ernst or Stock? Ooh. I don't actually know if this changes anything. I think we need to save state. Okay. Save to slot 1. Let's go with Stock first, because I feel like that is what Stock would choose, I think. My name is Stock. I'm just a man who wants to see his friends again. Music by Yoko Shimomura. Fantastic as always. I'm going to turn up the volume a little bit. thank you all for coming along for this journey through Radiant Historia. Very much enjoyed playing through this. This was a Patreon reward for an anonymous supporter, and I really want to thank them for requesting that I play this game. It was unexpectedly fantastic. I enjoyed it a hell of a lot more than I thought I would. Which is not to say that I didn't think I'd enjoy it. I thought I would enjoy it. After they requested it, I went and did a little bit of research, because I'd heard of it, but never done, more than that. That was about it. And I looked into it just a little bit before really diving in. And from what I saw at the beginning, I was pretty sure I'd have a good time playing through it, but I didn't expect to have as good of a time and like the story as much as I did. It is a tremendous game, and it's been a lot of fun playing through it. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching it as much as I did playing it. And I would like to, once again, thank you all for coming along, and thank my Patreon supporters, and particularly the anonymous supporter who requested that I play this game. I'm going to save the clear data, and I shall see you next time. Hello, everyone. Just wanted to have a quick addendum. If we do a continue and choose our clear data, we can take a look at the last remaining bits of the story. So, Death Knell, Stock saved the unconscious Erica from Dias. Selvin had been with him, but seems to have headed to the Royal Hall with Heiss. Dias and Selvin, enticed by Heiss, meet short ends. The final battleground. The final battle against Heiss is about to begin. Stock tells Lipti and Tio of his resolution and heads to the Royal Hall. Apocrypha. Heiss, who had absorbed the souls of countless people, faces off against Stock. But Stock, his strength amplified by his grim determination, proved to be even stronger than Heiss. Ritual of Flux. After a fierce battle, Heiss meets his end. Stock's party returns to the present time. But if the breach in Flux isn't stopped, the world will die. The Ritual of Flux is required. Erica attempts the ritual without using her brother Stock's soul, but without a sacrifice's soul, the ritual fails. Erica collapses before the power of Flux. Stock speaks with Erica and gives his soul to her. Stock says his farewells, but everyone believes that they will meet again. The Ritual of Flux succeeds, and peace returns to the world. A promise. Rosh visits the graves of the men he lost at Grand Plain. Sonya, his longtime friend, goes with him. Rosh and Sonya vow to keep the world safe, for the sake of Stock and the others who died. But Kiel, along with the men Rosh thought had perished, appeared there. Kiel explained that a kind traveler had saved them. From Kiel's description, Rosh is reminded of only one person. Rosh is certain that he will meet this traveler again, the man who is his best friend. And then we have these extra events. Iron-armed general. After the fighting ended, Rosh became the general of the Alistel army. He then married Sonya. Shaman. After parting with Stock, Ott gained a newfound awareness of her role as a shaman and traveled the land in order to protect the world he saved. The show goes on. After overcoming her sadness, Erica continues the ritual as a true queen. The strength she received from her brother is evident in her strong gaze. A little hero. Marco lost many people he knew in the war. He feels that it is his duty as a survivor of the violence to protect the peace that so many had died for. Overseers of Time. Lipti and Tio had watched over the history of civilization in Historia since the fall of the Empire. The two of them will surely continue to watch over the world. Valkyrie in repose. Field Marshal Viola miraculously survived the battle. She gazes upon a peaceful world, even while fighting against the disease within her. Beast God at rest. What is true strength? Gafka asks the next generation. Gafka was a master of martial arts, but he had seen the inner spirit, the inner strength within Stock's spirit. Life of the beast kind. Love can be created by coming together and through true communication. This relationship will surely change the way humanity and the beastkind see each other. A warrior in love. While everyone else celebrated the end of the fighting, Rainey was different. She continued to wait for Stock's return in order to keep the promise she had made. And the lives of humans. Behind every heroic act stands the hard work of countless people who go unrecognized by history. The efforts of the resistance that supported Erica will live on in people's memories. So you get these based on a total of 10 specific side quests that you did, and I believe they're mostly ones that have a chance of having a bad ending, like Life of the Beast kind. If you don't get the Lys and that captain from Grenorg together, you could have a bad ending. And we've gotten 236 out of 236 of the nodes. So let's go ahead and take a look to see what the dialogue changes if we choose Ernst rather than Stock. So let's go ahead and load the state. Oops, that's the wrong one. Alright, let's choose Ernst. My name is Ernst. I'll dedicate my life to realizing the dreams of those who risk their lives to save mine. I definitely do prefer the stock ending. Haha, the stock ending. Haha. Oh, that was bad. But yes. So I'm glad I played through this and I was able to show off pretty much everything. I will see you all in the next Let's Play. See you then, everyone.